Adam Allard here with PragmaticWays.com, coming at you today with another LeetCode problem. So this problem today is called reverse string, and the idea is that we are going to write a function that reverses a string. Now this string is going to be given as a character array here, like we can see right here. And one key point to this problem here is that we don't want to allocate any extra space for another array. We must do this by modifying the input array in place with O of 1 extra memory. So for instance, let's say I didn't have the requirement. One easy way of doing this was I could do something like this, just create a new car array, and then, and that would equal new car array for s.length, okay? And then I could do something like I would essentially loop through this array here backwards, and then populate this guy essentially forwards for every single element here. That way, that would effectively, of course, reverse this string here. And then I'll just return this one, which would be reverse of this one. But again, we can't do that given these requirements here. We need to actually modify this array in place here. So how could we do that then? Another easy way of doing this, if we want to actually mutate this exact array right here, is we could probably implement some sort of stack. And the idea would be then, of course, we would just loop through this whole array one time, adding each element to the stack, because again, if you remember, a stack is a last in, first out data structure, so the last element that gets placed in will be the first one that gets taken out. So that would also reverse the string. If we loop through this whole thing one time, pushing every single element onto the stack, and then we'd essentially loop through it again, popping every element off the stack and recreating it, by mutating this exact array here. So that'd be another way, but sort of the downfall of that algorithm there would be that we are still having to create O of n space here in order to create this additional data structure, this other stack here. So maybe we could take it one step further then. Maybe we could do it even better without this data structure here. And the idea essentially would be what I like to call the two-pointer method here, the two-pointer trick. We're essentially going to be keeping track of 2 pointers here. We're going to have a pointer here at the beginning of the array, and then we're going to have another pointer here at the end of the array. And then we're just going to swap these 2 elements. And we're going to keep on doing this while our left pointer is still less than our right pointer, okay? So let's see what that kind of looks like here. So I'm just going to create my left pointer. I'm going to say int left, initialize that at index 0. And then I'll create the right one, and that's going to be at the end of the array. So that's going to be s.length, there we go, -1. And now I'm going to say while my left is less than my right, do what I'm going to do. And before I even encode out anything else, I always like doing this right when I create a while loop, is I always trying to exit the while loop right away. That way I don't forget it and then end up in an infinite loop type of thing. So right away I'm just going to go ahead and increment my left pointer and then decrement my right pointer. So left plus plus and right minus minus. That way at some point left will no longer be less than right, and I will be able to pop out of this while loop successfully. All right, so with that out of the way, what do we actually have to do now? Well, like I said, we're just going to swap every element at our left and at our right index here. So before I do that, I need to create a temporary character here. So I'll just say car temp, and that's going to equal what my left one is, so s at index of left. And now let's overwrite what the left is by assigning it to what our right is going to be. So s at element or index right. And now we'll just do the same thing. We'll say s at index right is going to equal what our temp was. We just swap it. So we say temp equals the left, left equals the right, right equals the temp. And then increment left, decrement right, and then that's it actually. I don't need to return anything. This is a void, so we literally just want to mutate this string, this s character array here, and that's it. So let's go ahead and run this code and see what that looks like. And there we go, that one is accepted. I will go ahead and submit. And there it is. Beautiful algorithm right there. Very fast, very efficient. No extra memory here. So if you like this problem or you like this algorithm, you like this solution here, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing if you want to be notified of whenever I come out with new videos. I don't just do LeetCode problems. I do a whole bunch of things like refactoring code, learning how to refactor, learning how to write clean code, learning new data structures and algorithms, and all the good stuff to make you a rockstar software engineer. If you don't already know, I have a website, blog called pragmaticways.com. So if you want to supplement some of these YouTube videos with some really good blog articles and, again, learning more other great things on how to become a great software engineer, please check out my blog. A link to that will be in the description below. Otherwise, happy coding, everyone. See you next time.